Before starting any electrical work, it is essential to disconnect the power and ensure all wires are energized for safety. In this situation, there are several code violations present. Firstly, the outdoor light fixture lacks a ground connection. All outdoor light fixtures must be properly grounded to prevent electrical hazards. Secondly, the exposed wires are not protected from physical damage. Electrical wiring must be protected to prevent damage that could lead to short circuits or shocks. Thirdly, there is a lack of conduit. Conduit is generally required for all electrical wiring run outdoors to provide physical protection. Here are some possible solutions to address these issues. Solution 1 involves running conduit and establishing a proper ground. Firstly, install a new junction box near the light fixture. Secondly, run conduit from an existing accessible junction box to the newly installed one. Thirdly, install the ground rod near the new junction box. Fourthly, connect the ground rod to the ground wire within the junction box. Fifthly, connect the ground wire from the light fixture to the ground wire in the junction box. Finally, ensure all wire connections within the junction box are secure, using wire nuts and electrical tape to insulate the connections. Solution 2 involves using a concealed grounding device, also known as a CGD. Firstly, install a concealed grounding device in the base of the light fixture. This device is designed to use the fixture's metal frame as a grounding path. However, keep in mind the solution may not be effective if the decorative foam door frame is not conductive. It relies on a conductive path to ground, which may not exist in this scenario. Solution 3 involves opening up the door frame to locate the buried junction box. Firstly, carefully remove a portion of the foam door frame to try and locate the buried junction box. Secondly, once the junction box is found, assess its condition and wiring. Thirdly, follow the steps outlined in Solution 1 to provide proper grounding and physical protection to the wiring. If the existing junction box is damaged or unsuitable, it may need to be replaced. Solution 4 involves installing a remote junction box. Firstly, mount a waterproof junction box near the light fixture, but outside the foam door frame structure. Secondly, run conduit from this newly installed junction box to the light fixture. Thirdly, install a ground rod near the remote junction box. Fourthly, connect the ground rod to the ground wire within the junction box. Fifthly, connect the light fixture's wires to the corresponding wires within the junction box, ensuring proper polarity and secure connections. It is crucial to ensure that any solution implemented complies with the National Electrical Code, often referred to as the NEC. The NEC sets the standards for safe electrical installations. The light fixture must be properly grounded according to NEC guidelines. All wires must be protected from physical damage, typically through the use of conduit. It is recommended to have the work verified by a qualified electrical inspector to ensure it meets all code requirements. In some cases, it may be necessary to relocate the light fixture entirely to a location where conduit can be run safely and easily. This might involve moving the fixture to a nearby wall or post where proper electrical connections can be made. If the foam door frame is not conductive, it may need to be replaced with a conductive material to ensure proper grounding of the light fixture. A conductive material will provide a reliable path to ground in case of a fault. The selection of wire, such as THHN, must be rated for the application in a wet or dry environment. The correct wire nut must be selected for the amount of conductors. The junction box needs to be rated for the environment, such as wet or dry. The grounding conductor needs to be sized appropriately per the NEC table. When choosing the physical location to terminate the ground rod, one must be careful not to damage any underground utility lines. If the conduit is metallic, the grounding conductor must be bonded to the conduit, or an insulated grounding conductor must be run inside the conduit. An example of an insulated grounding conductor can be green in color. The location of the outdoor lighting fixture should be accessible for service and maintenance. The mounting height of the light fixture should be considered to provide adequate illumination for the area. The light fixture should be securely mounted to prevent it from falling or being damaged by wind or weather. The power source feeding the outdoor light fixture must have adequate capacity to handle the load. Overloading a circuit can cause breakers to trip or even create a fire hazard. If the circuit breaker that feeds the outdoor light fixture is shared with other loads, consider separating it onto a dedicated circuit. The outdoor light fixture should be protected by a ground fault circuit interrupter, known as a GFCI, to protect against electrical shock in wet environments. GFCI protection can be provided by a GFCI circuit breaker or a GFCI receptacle upstream of the light fixture. Check for underground pipes and wires before driving the ground rod, and call 811 to check for underground utilities. In the event that the junction box is not accessible, a new circuit can be run from a known power source to the new outdoor light. It is important to use the right tools for the job. These would include wire strippers, pliers, screwdrivers, and a voltage tester. These tools will allow for safe and efficient electrical work. A voltage tester should be used to verify that the power is off before working on any electrical circuits. All electrical work should be done in accordance with local and national electrical codes. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a qualified electrician to do the job. The goal is a safe and compliant outdoor lighting installation. The NEC mandates the use of appropriately sized conductors for the lighting circuit, factoring in voltage drop and ampacity. The overcurrent protection device, like a circuit breaker, must be correctly sized to protect the circuit conductors and the light fixture. All electrical connections must be made inside approved enclosures, like junction boxes, to protect them from the elements and prevent accidental contact. Weatherproof enclosures are essential for outdoor installations. The light fixture itself should be listed for outdoor use, indicating it has been tested and approved for exposure to weather. If the light fixture is mounted on a wall, ensure the wall can support the weight of the fixture. Use appropriate mounting hardware for the wall material. When running conduit, use the correct type of conduit for the application, such as rigid metal conduit, electrical metallic tubing, or PVC conduit. Support the conduit properly with struts or clamps, spaced according to code requirements. Seal the conduit ends with appropriate fittings to prevent moisture from entering. When pulling wires through conduit, use a wire lubricant to reduce friction and prevent damage to the insulation. Ensure the wires are not twisted or damaged during the pulling process. Make sure to label all wires clearly to identify their purpose, especially in junction boxes where multiple wires are present. Use wire markers or tape to label the wires. Document the changes made to the electrical system, including the location of new junction boxes, conduit runs, and wiring. This information can be helpful for future maintenance or repairs. Before energizing the circuit, double-check all connections and wiring to ensure they are correct and secure. Look for any potential hazards, such as exposed wires or loose connections. After energizing the circuit, test the light fixture to ensure it is working properly. Check for any unusual noises, smells, or flickering lights. If any problems are detected, de-energize the circuit and investigate the cause. Periodic inspections of the outdoor lighting system are recommended to identify any potential problems, such as loose connections, damaged wiring, or corroded components. Address any issues promptly to prevent them from escalating into more serious problems. Use energy-efficient light bulbs, such as LED bulbs, to reduce energy consumption and save money on electricity bills. LED bulbs also have a longer lifespan than traditional incandescent bulbs, reducing the need for frequent replacements. Consider installing a photocell or timer to automatically control the outdoor lighting. This can help conserve energy and provide added security. Adjust the photocell or timer settings according to seasonal changes to ensure the lighting is on when it is needed. Prune any vegetation that may be blocking the light from the outdoor fixture. Clear any debris or obstructions that may be accumulating around the light fixture. Clean the light fixture regularly to remove dirt, dust, and insects. This will help maintain the brightness and efficiency of the light. Replace any damaged or broken parts of the light fixture promptly. This includes lenses, reflectors, and sockets. When replacing a light fixture, choose a fixture that is compatible with the existing wiring and mounting hardware. Use appropriate sealants and weatherproofing materials to protect the light fixture from the elements. Inspect the ground rod periodically to ensure it is still properly connected and in good condition. If the ground rod is corroded or damaged, replace it immediately. Make sure the outdoor lighting system is properly bonded to the grounding electrode system of the building. This helps ensure a safe and effective ground fault path. Use appropriate bonding connectors and clamps to make the bonding connections. Test the ground fault circuit interrupter (GFCI) protection regularly to ensure it is working properly. This can be done by pressing the test button on the GFCI device. If the GFCI does not trip when the test button is pressed, replace it immediately. Consider installing surge protection devices to protect the outdoor lighting system from voltage surges caused by lightning or other electrical disturbances. Surge protection devices can help prevent damage to the light fixture and other electrical components. Use only listed and labeled electrical products that have been tested and certified by a recognized testing laboratory. This helps ensure that the products meet safety standards and are suitable for their intended use. Follow the manufacturer's instructions when installing and maintaining the outdoor lighting system. This will help ensure that the system is installed correctly and operates safely and efficiently. Consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns about the outdoor lighting system. An electrician can provide valuable advice and assistance to ensure that the system is installed and maintained properly. The NEC specifies the required clearances for outdoor lighting fixtures from combustible materials such as wood or siding. Ensure that the light fixture is installed with adequate clearance to prevent fire hazards. The NEC also specifies the requirements for the height of outdoor lighting fixtures above grade. Ensure that the light fixture is installed at the correct height to provide adequate illumination and prevent it from being damaged. If the outdoor lighting fixture is located near a swimming pool or other water feature, additional safety requirements may apply. Consult with a qualified electrician to ensure that the installation meets all applicable codes and regulations. Consider the environmental impact of the outdoor lighting system. Use energy-efficient light bulbs and minimize light pollution by directing the light downward and shielding it from shining into neighboring properties. Educate yourself about the local regulations regarding outdoor lighting. Some municipalities have restrictions on the brightness and duration of outdoor lighting. Be aware of these regulations and comply with them. Keep the area around the outdoor lighting fixture clear of obstructions such as trees, shrubs, and fences. This will help ensure that the light is not blocked and that the fixture is easily accessible for maintenance. If you are planning to install new outdoor lighting, obtain the necessary permits from the local building department. This will help ensure that the installation meets all applicable codes and regulations. Document the location of the outdoor lighting system on the property's electrical plans. This will help future owners or electricians locate the system for maintenance or repairs. Consider adding a motion sensor to the outdoor lighting system. This can help conserve energy and provide added security by turning on the lights only when someone is present. Adjust the sensitivity and range of the motion sensor to prevent false alarms. Use shielded or cut-off luminaires to minimize light trespass and glare. Shielded luminaires direct the light downward, reducing the amount of light that shines into neighboring properties. Consider the color temperature of the outdoor lighting. Warm white light is generally preferred for residential areas, as it is less harsh and more inviting than cool white light. Use a dimmer switch to control the brightness of the outdoor lighting. This can help conserve energy and create a more pleasant ambience. Be mindful of the impact of outdoor lighting on wildlife. Avoid using bright or flashing lights that can disrupt the natural behavior of animals. Consider using low-intensity red or amber-colored lights, which are less disruptive to wildlife. Follow all safety precautions when working with electricity. Always disconnect the power before working on any electrical circuits and use appropriate personal protective equipment, such as safety glasses and gloves. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, hire a qualified electrician to do the job. An electrician can provide valuable expertise and ensure that the installation is safe and compliant. Consider the aesthetic appeal of the outdoor lighting. Choose fixtures that complement the style of the house and landscaping. Use lighting to highlight architectural features or create focal points in the yard. Be careful not to overlight the property. Too much light can be just as bad as not enough light. Use lighting to create a welcoming and inviting atmosphere, but avoid creating a harsh or sterile environment. Consider the security aspects of outdoor lighting. Use lighting to illuminate entrances, walkways, and other areas that are vulnerable to crime. Install motion sensors and security cameras to enhance the security of the property. Be sure to inform neighbors of new outdoor lighting installations, especially if they are located near property lines. This can help avoid misunderstandings or conflicts. Consider the long-term maintenance cost of outdoor lighting. Choose fixtures that are durable and easy to maintain. Use long-lasting light bulbs and schedule regular maintenance to prevent problems from developing. Keep the outdoor lighting system in good repair to ensure that it is functioning properly and safely. Replace any damaged or worn parts promptly. Contact a qualified electrician if you need assistance with any aspect of the outdoor lighting system. An electrician can provide valuable expertise and ensure that the system is installed and maintained properly. By following these tips, you can ensure that the outdoor lighting system is safe, efficient, and aesthetically pleasing. Remember to always prioritize safety and comply with all applicable codes and regulations. Outdoor lighting can enhance the beauty, security, and functionality of your property. With careful planning and installation, you can create an outdoor lighting system that meets your needs and complements your lifestyle. Also, use a flashlight when doing electrical work. Thirdly, ensure you have a helper when pulling wire.